Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching us. This is HKB, the channel where we look at mainly Blu-rays released from Hong Kong, but also some other fun stuff and really whatever tackles our fancy. I'm Leon, and this is my glamorous assistant, Shaz. Say hi, Shaz.
Hi, Shaz. If you haven't already got one, you might want to pause the video and get yourself a cup of tea, because we've got quite a long list of December Blu-ray releases from Hong Kong to go through, and we'll make a start now.
So first up on the December releases, we have All You Need Is Love from 2021. This film was directed by Vincent Koch, who directed Gorgeous with Jackie Chan. And starring in this one are Louis Koo, Jackie Chan, Tony Leung Chui-Wai, Francis Ng, and loads more stars to boot. And then after that we have Caught in Time from 2020. This one's directed by Lau Ho-leung and stars Daniel Wu. And this is an interesting director, he's quite new. We saw a film on Netflix called Two Thumbs Up, which was Francis Ng and Simon Yam. And one was a prisoner, and they were planning a heist with these buddies with a fake ambulance, all sorts of nonsense. If you haven't seen that, get on Netflix and check it out. Very good. Right, next is Chinese Doctors from 2021. The director of this one is Andrew Lau, who I'm sure all of you are going to be familiar with, especially his work on the Infernal Affairs and Young and Dangerous series. And starring in this film is Zhang Hanyu. Right, fourth up in the list for this month is Fly Me To Polaris from 1999. This was directed by Jing, so this gives me a bit of pause for thought. I'm not really got a good watching history with him. The only film I really liked that he did was Mulan with Vicky Zhao, which was quite fun, but stuff like Silver Hawk with Michelle Yeoh I really didn't like. But this one has a good cast. We got Richie Ren, Cecilia Cheung, and HKB favourite Eric Tang, so could be worth a look. Fifth up on our list is God of Gamblers 3, the early stage from 1996. This one's directed by Wong Jing, and the cast comprises of Leon Lai and Anita Mui. Right, the sixth film in this list for this month is Hand Rolled Cigarette from 2020. This one's directed by Kelvin Chan. I briefly looked at his credits as I wasn't familiar with him. I saw one other film on there, but it had no cast list, so not exactly sure what that is. But this one, the cast has Gordon Lamb starring. It seems to be flavour of the month at the moment, so it might be interesting to see something with him front and centre. But looking down the cast list, we also noticed that it has Chin Soo Ho in it. Very pleased about, love him, Mr. Vampire fame, so on and so forth. Great actor. Seventh on the release list for this month, we've got Kung Fu Stuntmen from 2020. It's a documentary about Hong Kong stuntmen, as the title suggests, and it's directed by John Wei. This is his only directing credit, but this documentary I've heard through the grapevine, very, very good. You're speaking to people like Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan, Bonnie Yen, all the big wigs out there in Hong Kong, and it's going to be really fascinating to look behind the scenes how they made those films back in the golden era. Eighth one on the list, we have My Cousin the Ghost from 1987, directed by Wu Ma, who needs no introduction if you're watching this channel, and the cast comprises of Richie Ren and Kenny B, so sneaking suspicion that Shaz might be acting that one. Ninth on our list is New Police Story from 2004, directed by Benny Chan, who, you know, all you guys are going to be familiar with. Unfortunately lost him last year, but we went to see his last film with Donnie Yen and Nicholas Chi, Raging Fire, absolutely fantastic. The cast in New Police Story is pretty good. You got Jackie Chan, Nicholas Chi again, and Daniel Wu. I know there's a lot of people split on this film, but personally I find it fantastic, so glad to see that's getting a re-release. 10th on the list is The Magic Train from 1993. This one is also directed by Benny Chan, but you know, this is a little bit different, more of a period piece fantasy film, and in the cast we have Anita Mui, Tony Leung Chui-Wai, and the lovely Rosamund Kwan. So 11th on the list for December is The Myth from 2005. This film was directed by Stanley Tong and starred Jackie Chan. The two had previously worked together on many films. Firstly on Police Story 3, which most people probably know them from, and yeah, they seem to work really well together. This film is actually followed up a little bit later by the pair with Kung Fu Yoga. I actually think this is probably one of their better pairings. This is a good job that they do on this film. Very enjoyable, set in two different time periods. And the final film that we've got covered for December is The Sacrifice from 2020. Big war film, huge scale, and there's 3 different directors on this. I'm not really familiar with any of them, but they've worked on films like The 800, The Wandering Earth, and Brotherhood of Blade. So make of that what you will. The cast has Zhang Yi starring and superstar Wu Jing. So yeah, could be a lot of fun. So Shaz, December, quite an extensive list. What did you see that tickled your fancy and caught your eye?
All You Need Is Love.
Yeah?
It looked like quite a funny comedy about a load of people being stuck in a hotel when the coronavirus started. That hotel was the epicenter.
Yeah, it did look kind of madcap. It looked like there's some big stunts in there, a lot of big names. Yeah, I really like looking at that as well, actually. It looks like a lot of fun. First one for me that caught my eye is, and this is going to be surprising after what I just said, but Me To Polaris. I know I said I'm not like super keen on Jingle Ma, but I would like to find a film of this that I do like, and I may be wrong, but I think I've heard from the guys podcast on Fire this is a good film. And looking at the trailer, you know, the sort of, it looks a little bit melodramatic, but it looks like some good acting in there, and we thought maybe the guy was blind or was a ghost or a mixture of both. I'm not sure, but Cecilia Cheung, Richie Ren, yeah, it looked like fun. What else got your eye?
14 Time?
What's that? Daniel Wu.
Daniel Wu,
Yeah. Yeah, but did he still fancy him with the mullet?
Yeah, I'm not so keen on that hairdo.
No.
Did look very good though.
Yeah. Some like heist action.
Yeah, I love heist films.
Yeah, it reminded me the trailer a little bit like Raging Fire style of action. Yeah. You think? Yeah.
Yeah, it looked really action packed for sure.
Yeah, and you know, moving on to another action packed sort of crime sort of film, that Hand Rolled Cigarette starring Gordon Lam. A little shout out to Asian Film Fan because he was mentioning about him being his second favourite actor. And then we saw this one on new releases and thought, well, I haven't really seen him starring in anything yet, Gordon Lam. We've seen him, you know, co-starring or you know, high up the cast list, but this looks pretty good. You know, sort of drugs, crime, a bit nasty, a bit brutal.
It looked quite gritty.
It did look gritty, didn't it? Yeah. What else you got on your list?
My Cousin the Ghost. Irish thing.
Yeah, you like the look at that?
Yeah, it just looks like another sort of 80s comedy.
Yeah.
A bit cheeky, a bit silly.
Yeah.
We like those.
Yes, we definitely do. Yeah, that will definitely be worth a look. Also, no surprise, guys. I'm really keen to see the Magic Crane. You know, Anita Mui and Rosamund Kwan in one film, and I do like, you know, those big special effects. You know, practical effects. I know you laughed a little bit when you saw the trailer with the bird feet on Leung Chui-Wai's sort of shoulders, like, you know. But when you watch it all as a film, I think it'd kind of work well, and Tony Leung's always great in it. So that's what we're kind of looking forward to the most out of this mix. Obviously as well, the Kung Fu Stuntmen, which would be, you know, tremendous. But yeah. What do you guys think? You know, have you got your eyes on any of these titles? Is there anything that jumps out at you, or is this month a washout for you? Let us know in the comments below, or contact us directly at hongkongbluerays@gmail.com. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. You know, hit that like button, smash that like button. It really helps us out. And also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we'll hopefully see you next time. And remember, folks, be true and buy the blue.